Cyber Threat Brief for July 26, 2026. CL0P affiliates are actively exploiting a CISA, the Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency, KEV, known exploited vulnerabilities catalog, listed remote code execution in PTC Windchill/Flex PLM, CVE 2026-12569, to exfiltrate engineering data from manufacturing and aerospace targets. Critical FastSyn 1. XRCE CVE 2026-16723 is being exploited in the wild with no patch available. Enable safe mode immediately. A malvertising campaign is assembling malware inside victims' browsers using legitimate bun runtimes to evade detection. Here's the full breakdown of today's top security stories. Next section, critical alerts. CL0P exploiting PTC Windchill/Flex PLM for data extortion. CVE 2026-12569. CL0P. FIN 11/Lace Tempest. Affiliates are chaining a pre-auth info disclosure in Flex PLM's WSDL endpoint with a server-side flaw in Windchill's login servlet to achieve unauthenticated remote code execution. Attackers deploy hex-named JSB web shells under /Windchill/login/, enumerate file systems, stage engineering/design data, and execute double extortion. CVE 2026-12569. CVSS, the Common Vulnerability Scoring System, 9.3, is in CISA, the Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency, SKEV, known exploited vulnerabilities catalog with a deadline of 2026-06/28, already passed. EPSS, the Exploit Prediction Scoring System, is 0, 23 81st percentile. Targets include manufacturing, automotive, aerospace, and retail. Action, patch PTC Windchill immediately. Block the following IOC, indicator of compromise, IPs at your perimeter. 216.152.148.54. Search for JSB web shells under /Windchill/login/. If you cannot patch, take internet-exposed Windchill/Flex PLM instances offline. The CISA KEV deadline has passed. This is overdue, and 3 additional IP addresses in the show notes. Source, The Hacker News. FastSyn 1. XRCE under active exploitation, no patch available. CVE 2026-16723. CVE 2026-16723. CVSS 9.0 affects FastSyn versions 1.2.68 through 1.2.83 in Spring Boot FAT JAR deployments. The flaw allows unauthenticated RCE via crafted at type value in JSON input, requiring no auto type enablement and no classpath gadget. Threatbook and Imperva have observed in the wild exploitation targeting financial services, healthcare, computing, and retail, primarily in the US. EPSS is 0, 4 34th percentile, no patched 1. X release exists. Action, enable safe mode immediately with DFastSyn. Parser, safe mode equals true or switch to COM. Alibaba FastSyn 1, 2, 83 non-year type. Inventory all direct and transitive FastSyn dependencies. Migrate to FastSyn 2, not affected. Inspect logs for suspicious at type values, nested JAR URLs, and unexpected outbound connections. Source, The Hacker News. Next section, ransomware and extortion. DevMan RAS, professionalized affiliate portal with structured victim management product, has published a detailed analysis of the DevMan RAS operation, tracked as Funky Mantis. Originally an affiliate for Killin, Dragon Force, Oppose, and Ransom Hub, DevMan launched its own RAS platform built on Dragon Force's Locker DNA. The portal, now V3, released January 2026, provides affiliates with payload builders, victim lifecycle management, team creation, deadline tracking, revenue fields, and integrated access brokerage with 2-3-day completion windows. DevMan has claimed 184 victims total, with nearly 50 in the US, targeting technology, healthcare, financial services, and government. No new victims reported since February 2026 after a whistleblower, gang exposed, doxed operator identities. The group has previously claimed development of a SCADA locker designed to push ICS, industrial control systems, beyond operating parameters. Action. Review threat intelligence feeds for DevMan/Funky Mantis IOCs. The operational pause since February 2026 does not mean the infrastructure is dismantled. Monitor for rebranding activity. Source, The Hacker News. Next section, business and infrastructure threats. SourTrade malvertising. Browser-assembled malware using Bun Runtime, a malvertising campaign dubbed SourTrade, active since late 2024, impersonates TradingView, Solana, and Luno to target retail traders across 12 countries. The attack chain uses a novel technique. Instead of delivering a complete malicious binary, the landing page uses service workers and shared workers to assemble a Windows executable inside the victim's browser. Clean bun runtime is fetched from a secondary domain, then combined with attacker-controlled PE headers and JavaScript core bytecode. AESCTR with rotating seeds ensures each assembled binary has a unique hash. The final file is delivered via content disposition attachment with mark of the web intact. The payload family is linked to the JSeal stealer, credential theft, keylogging, wallet theft, remote access, action, block purelogicbox.org and related indicators. Remind users to download trading/wallet software only from official vendor sites. Endpoint detection rules should flag bun-based executables in user download directories. Source: The Hacker News. Insurance phishing evolves to real-time account hijacking. CTM 360 documents a shift in insurance sector phishing. Attackers now authenticate against legitimate insurance portals in real time as victims complete login, hijacking sessions within a single browsing session rather than harvesting credentials for later use. Campaigns use sponsored Google ads, not email/SMS, as the initial vector, with landing pages on GitHub pages, Netlify, Wix, and other free hosting. Saudi Arabia is the primary target, with additional activity in Europe, the US, and India. Action: Insurance sector organizations should implement phishing-resistant MFA, multi-factor authentication, FIDO2/WebAuthn, to defeat real-time relay attacks. Monitor for impersonation domains and report malicious Google ads. Source: The Hacker News. Next section, General Security News. U.S. House extends Cybersecurity Information Sharing Act for 10 years. The U.S. House approved the FY 2027 NDA 200 and 16212. With a provision reauthorizing the Cybersecurity Information Sharing Act for another decade. The law provides liability protections for private sector threat intelligence sharing with the federal government. Source: Data breaches. Net. Click to Pray app leaks user data. Click to Pray, a prayer app endorsed by the Pope with hundreds of thousands of users, has been leaking names and email addresses for months via an exposed endpoint found by an ethical hacker. Source: Data breaches. Net. Next section, Patch Priority. PTC Windchill/Flex PLM Critical, CVSS 9.3, Active CL0P Exploitation, CIS a KEV deadline passed. Patch or take offline immediately. Fastgen 1, X 1.2.68-1.2.83, Critical, CVSS 9.0. Active exploitation, no patch. Enable safe mode or migrate to Fastgen 2. Joomla extensions, iKagenda, Balboa forms, CVSS 10.0 flaws being exploited against Joomla sites. Update extensions immediately. On-prem SharePoint Microsoft patches failed to fully address a 0-day now under active attack. Monitor for updated patches. Next section, Vulnerability Disclosures. CVE 2026-12569, PTC Windchill, CVSS 9.3, CIS a KEV, ransomware linked. Preauth RCE via chained flex PLM info disclosure and Windchill login servlet flaw. EPSS 0.23, 81st percentile. Actively exploited by CL0P affiliates. Action: Patch immediately. KEV deadline was 2026-06-28. Source: The Hacker News. CVE 2026-16723, Alibaba Fastgen 1. X, CVSS 9.0, no patch available. Unauthenticated RCE and Spring Boot Fat JAR deployments using Fastgen 1.2.68-1.2.83. EPSS 0.4, 34th percentile. Active exploitation observed. Action: Enable safe mode defastgen. Parser: safe mode equals true or migrate to Fastgen 2. Source: The Hacker News. That concludes today's cyber threat brief. From Carolina Clear Tech. Stay patched, stay vigilant.